This Ag Vision program is made possible through the generous support of Syngenta Seeds NK brand. The results you need, the freedom to choose. And by Farms.com. Ag news, market prices, ag careers, and farm real estate. You'll find it all at Farms.com.
Food producers have been told that quality assurance and traceability programs will be the cost of doing business in the future. So what impact will traceability have on our farmers? Here's the top manager team now with a few thoughts on that.
One of the main things that we'll do is we'll let those who do produce better quality and are doing a better job be able to validate it and prove it, and then differentiate themselves in the marketplace and hopefully capitalize on it. The second thing is, in many cases, particularly in the event of some dramatic event like BSE or GMO contamination, bioterrorism, it's going to be required not only to gain access to markets, but in order to maintain it.
Certainly we see top farmers and leading farmers well ahead on this whole notion of traceability. And it even leads into environmental farm plans, and it's a relation to traceability in the fact that there's a fair amount of record keeping involved. And this is a whole new skill set for a lot of farmers, and often is as another instance where another member of the family who's skilled at keeping records has got some computer skills or interest in computers, or it's also maybe an opportunity to subcontract some of this out or get some help in doing it rather than trying to manage it all alone. And I guess just as a sidebar, Kevin, this is one of the examples of where leading farmers understand the growing complexity of running just an average farm, for that matter. It just isn't the production side and a little bit on marketing. There's a whole bunch more work that needs to be done, and often farmers end up paying the cost. But if it's tied in with some of the other advantages and features of leading farmers, we can easily see where this can be a real advantage to individual farms.
Well, I think it's going to be very important. I think that what we're seeing now in the world is that the customer is more and more concerned not only about the characteristic of the product, but they're interested in knowing whether or not the animal was housed properly, whether it was fed hormones or not, whether it was treated in a fashion that would be promoting animal welfare. They're looking at crops to see where they've had pesticides applied to them, what kinds of pesticides, how they've been stored, and how they've been transported, and what opportunities there are for mixing grain and so forth. So I think on-farm traceability is one of the really strong components of the future of marketing in Canadian agriculture.